We're down here on Brock Avenue in Toronto. I'm Constable Cst Mills, Toronto Crime Stoppers youth officer, Toronto Police Legal Graffiti Art Coordinator. It's Christmas Eve 2009. Mr. Richard Baxter, you're a teacher. You're supposed to be on vacation. What are you doing down here today?
Christmas has come early for us, I hope. How many cans of paint? 200?
Around 300 leftover cans of spray paint.
300 leftover cans of spray paint. So we've just met some wonderful people here from Well and Good. And we're going to start in the new year with the paint and do more jamming. Again, I'm a teacher at a middle school, so the kids are really excited. We need some stock, and we just found some, luckily, to paint some more BMX ramps. And we're just waiting for the cold weather to disappear, waiting for May, getting prepped up, doing our sketches. But Well and Good, great. They're really, really nice people.
Now, we had a real good discussion here. What are the takeaways out of that discussion for moving forward for graffiti community building?
I can't speak to the high school level, but I think at the middle school level where I work, my dream has always been to have a little kind of an intramural graffiti league, just like a basketball team, but instead of a basketball team, have a graffiti crew go from school to school and sort of share skill building and exchange of the art of graffiti. And I think we're moving pretty close to that. Safety was a huge issue. We talked about safety as far as getting the masks going. So we're going to try to secure some masks for the kids because they're only in grade 7 and grade 8, and that's we want to take care of them. So safety is a huge part. And again, hopefully we're not. I don't want to give too much information, but hopefully in May we're going to have a jam with 2 schools: my school, Humber Summit, and another school which I won't name right now, but it's a private school, and it's a faith-based school. I said that properly. And we're going to have quite an interesting exchange hopefully in May. So we're planning that, and this obviously helps out with sort of the supplies. So it's community, it's kids traveling to schools and sharing that sort of stuff, and again, building community in the city.
Now, there's people out there that would say, how come you're talking to a cop about this? What's the police officer got to do with all this?
Well, I mean, we've had, at my school personally, I think I can speak to this, 5 years ago, we had our suspension rate was about 130, and I'm not saying that my program specifically is responsible for this, but my program, the music program, and all the other programs involved at the school, we've managed to bring down the suspensions down to 30 in 1 year, which is a drastic decrease. Obviously, it's not only crime prevention, so working with the police will be putting you out of work a little bit, hopefully. But we're inspiring the kids to work hard and to have hope for the future. So it's working with you, working with role models in the community, sort of taking that negative onus off of graffiti. I mean, we don't even like to call it graffiti. We call it aerosol art. We call it spray can art, and it's part of a much bigger. When you have a jam, when you have kids working together, it's the music, it's the dancing, it's everything, it's participating, it's community, and it's one excuse to get together, and there are lots of other excuses to get together. We just happen to enjoy this particular activity a lot, working with great artists. Mentorship is huge, and so working with the cop, working with Crime Stoppers, it's all a bunch of puzzle pieces that are starting to fit. And just having a great time meeting really, really wonderful people.
Well, keep up the good work, Mr. Baxter. All the best for the holiday season to you and yours. And thanks for taking time out on Christmas Eve to come down here to speak with Lisa Martin and Steve from Well and Good. Thank you very much for everything you're doing for community building at 52 McCall and 146 Brock here in Toronto. Thank you very much. Graffiti community building is alive and well in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.